6ix9ine and Hot 97 present Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers.
Tonight, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I watched Street Soldiers like while I was in jail, right?
My exclusive with the most controversial figure in hip-hop.
Well, listen, like I tell everyone, right?
I don't want what you tell everyone. I want the truth.
It's a tale of infamy that rocked the music world. A Brooklyn rapper storming the charts, but a storm was brewing. Then came the global headlines, a dramatic arrest, and a deal with the feds, pleading guilty to multiple counts of racketeering, gun charges, and drug trafficking.
Because I feel like I did the right thing.
He did the time, and now he's talking.
Guess what, Lisa? I'm happy and I accept what I've done.
His first TV interview since leaving prison, and no question is off limits. From snitching.
Do you get upset when you see people calling you a snitch?
It doesn't upset me. It confuses me.
To suicide.
At a point in jail, I thought about it.
And now staging a comeback.
And I'm proud that I cooperated because you would do the same.
It's a special episode of Street Soldiers. Tekashi tells all.
It is so great to be able to talk to you finally.
No, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. You know, I seen you when I was testifying. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna sit with Lisa as soon as this is over.
No, I appreciate it.
No, yeah, of course.
And I want to talk about the case, but first of all, how are you feeling now? You've been out, you know, for a number of months. You're out promoting the record, the album.
Yeah.
Talking with fans and reconnecting again. And just how are you? How's Danny feeling?
I'm kind of in a weird space, you know. Album just came out Friday, Tattletales. The album, you know, on house arrest. I put a lot of work into it. With Locked Up Part 2 featuring Akon. I shot, you know, the explosive Gooba on house arrest in my mom's living room. You know, Trolls with Nicki Minaj. You know, that was work. You know, she came over, slept over for a couple days. We just, you know, I put a lot into this album, and I'm kind of in a weird space because I feel like when I first came home and I put the industry on blast, because I started noticing that the industry, whether it was Billboard or the DSPs, Apple Music, Spotify, will, you know, fabricate numbers to make certain people, you know, come out on top. It's just been all downhill from there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of in a weird space because now I'm
So you feel like you're getting cheated?
Yeah, well, I know I'm getting cheated, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they're making me pay the price for outing that, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying they basically denied you some of these other promotional things, like when you open up your phone on these streaming platforms and they have recommended for you, or here's the new music, or here's the new album, you might like this.
Exactly. And if you want, I can show you right now. And then, like, you can open up your phone, and obviously, I don't know if you saw my Instagram post. Like,
yeah, I did, where you were showing it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, look, so I just opened it up, right? I'll go like as refreshed, right? I'll close it out and I'll go back to it, right? For browse, it's loading, so you know it's fresh.
Okay.
What do you see up there?
Rap Life.
But who's on the front cover?
Big Sean.
Big Sean. So you go over.
Right.
You know, you keep going over. There's no Tekashi 6ix9ine. And we just dropped an album on the same day. I'm one of the biggest artists in the rap game, right? You go to new music, it's loading. You go all the way to the bottom, right? You see no Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No.
So it's literally, they're blackballing the situation, and they're saying we're not afraid, we'll do it publicly. You know what I'm saying? For what cause?
But so in terms of how you're feeling now, so you're expecting, this was your second, you know, Tattletales, your second album.
Yeah.
The album drops. You're expecting that. Okay, wow, I got something new for the.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
I got something new for the fans.
And not only this, right? The people see it, right? The people see it. Like it's not hard for you to see. Like, oh my God, Tekashi releases Tattletales. And it's nowhere, so it's not just you. The world, like people watching, see it. Like, oh my God, they're blackballing him, right? But the way the industry makes it look is like, Tekashi puts out the album, huge flop.
So let me ask you this: in terms of your, you made that Instagram video where you're like going, today's a bad day. I woke up, I'm feeling really upset. How is your physical health too? Because you got out of prison early because of asthma and everything, and that's a stress-related disease. How's your physical health?
Well, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I just try to take care of myself as best as possible. Just because I know that, a lot of people depend on me. With the asthma and the coronavirus, I caught bronchitis once and 2 asthma attacks in prison. When I caught bronchitis, they sent me to the hospital, and the doctor said, "What's going on in that jail? Why is it so cold in that jail?" And like, I remember I'm handcuffed to the thing, to the bed. The warden is there, the chief is there. They're like, "Well, it's not cold," you know what I'm saying? They're like, "This kid has mucus in his lungs. It's freezing in there," you know what I'm saying? So they're like, they gave me IV, they gave me a whole bunch of Diseclin things, and then like the asthma attack triggered it, and then I knew when coronavirus came around, I would be at high risk of, getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a
and also being incarcerated.
Yeah. So, and I want to get the proper medical treatment.
There's more to come with my exclusive interview with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Coming up next.
I know there's threats out there, but I don't fear for my life because I know if I live my life in fear, that's not living.
What about now? Are you in fear for your life?
Me?
Yeah.
Like what? Like with the coronavirus?
With anything, like the coronavirus,
No,
with the people,
I'm not.
with the people that you help put away. The people that are, there's people making threats.
No, of course.
I'm surprised they don't pull them off Instagram.
No,
but,
no, of course.
People are making these threats, whether it's words or not. It's still got to
of course.
have an effect.
It goes through my mind, right? But I have to. All right. For me to answer that question, I have to put it into perspective for you.
Okay.
Imagine all the things I dealt with in life, right? With just growing up, dad being murdered, right? Then the 13-year-old case, right? Then you have, just being very poor, very, like, just going through it my whole childhood, right? To, working delivery, busting tables, washing dishes, to automatic stardom, to this, to racketeering, RICO case, then snitching, then this whole thing. If someone lived in my life, right? Someone lived in my life, not saying everyone, but the pressure is so strong. Like, mentally, I think people would have, attempted suicide. Because at a point in jail, I thought about it, and I'm like, it's so much stress, so much pressure, because you just see yourself on the news every day, this, that, and the third, and you're like, when is this gonna come to an end, right? Where my mind has mentally just, like, got stronger, and I don't even know the words to say. It just built so strong to the point where now, where it's like, do you fear for your life? I know there's threats out there, but I don't fear for my life because I know if I live my life in fear, that's not living, right? So I enjoy life. Like, yes, of course, I have 8 bodyguards, right, every day. But I try to enjoy life as much as possible because mentally, God has built me so strong. You know the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger?
Exactly.
So basically, I feel like I'm like, not invincible, but I feel like I'm at the peak of my mental state where I'm just like, I'll be fine.
When I saw you in court, in federal court, first of all, you look like you hadn't had a meal in weeks. You look very, very, like almost frail.
I was trying to keep the figure.
You look almost like sickly, like wait a minute. And then you're up there on the stand, and then half the courtroom is filled with supporters,
gang members,
9 gang members, 9 Trey supporters, and just staring at you like that. What did that feel like?
No, I mean, again, me looking into the courtroom, obviously I saw you. When I seen you, I think I waved at you. I'm just like, hey, but it was like in a break, like during a break. But just seeing everybody there and support, whether it was for intimidation or whatever, it was just like, I know what I'm here to do, right? I know the conversations with my mom, you know what I'm saying? The truth should set you free, right? These people are not your friends, right? The people that you thought were your friends are not your friends, right? And then everything that's playing during the trial, the phone calls, trying to get you killed. Remember what you're there for, right? The kidnapping, the video, the audio, the person. So it's like, imagine being there and testifying on your friends. Now that would feel horrible, right? Because you have to look at your friend, but you're looking at somebody who kidnapped you.
Right.
So the people, the audience understands it. The world, the public understands it, but they'll paint it like, well, we don't understand. This guy's a snitch. But what's the definition of a snitch? I feel like the definition of a snitch and definition of rat is telling on your friends, right? But when you open up the case and you see all the facts, and you see the kidnapping, right?
Right.
You see the wiretaps,
right?
And you just put it all together: the money stealing, the big, large money transactions,
the guns,
the drugs, everything. You say, okay, the way they talk about Daniel, right? Tekashi, 6ix9ine. Were they really his friends from the beginning, or was he just a cash cow?
Well, what did you think in the beginning? Because this is a question a lot of people have. Is when you we think back to Gummo, and it's like everyone, I mean, there was more red flags flying there than, anywhere. Were you aware of what you were getting into at the time you made Gummo, that first video, and you got involved with 9 Trey?
No, yeah. Well, listen, like I tell everyone, right?
I don't want what you tell everyone. I want the truth. Right.
The truth, right? And this is documented. When I first met 9 Trey, right? There was a guy named Seiko Billy who was best friends with my manager, Chris Higator. Me and Chris Higator met at a studio where we met Seiko Billy. Seiko Billy is obviously Billy. Billy is another word for 9 Trey, right? 9 Trey gangsters, Billy badasses, right? Right. So I met Seiko. I have this song named Gummo, right? That says, in the hood with them Billy in them Hoover. So in the hood with them Billy is another phrase to say in the hood with the 9 Trey. Right. Right? So I ask him, I say, hey, can we shoot a video with 9 Trey members, right? And he's like, yeah, let me ask. The big homie, which the big homie at the time was Kafano Jordan, Shotty. He asked, I think we got a video shoot date that Saturday. So that Saturday, we arrived to 370 Madison, right? Where it was like, that was the Gummo video shoot. Right. We arrived there, a whole bunch of 9 Trey members, first day I ever meet Shotty, Kafano Jordan. We go, we shoot the music video, success. Like I had this vision because in the song, the lyrics was in the hood with the Billy. Right. We shoot the music video. Me going there, I never had intentions, oh, I'm gonna be 9 Trey. Right. Right? We shoot the music video, it's a huge success. Blows up everywhere. Platinum single, right? I think it's like 2-3 times platinum.
Huge song.
Huge record.
Huge record.
After that music video, I give Shotty, Kafano Jordan, and Seiko Billy a call and say, we must do it again, right? And this is not just a kid who arrives on a music video and says, let me join a gang. You know my block, 18 Locust Street, Brooklyn, New York. It's poverty, it's Bushwick, right? Where you have Bushwick Projects and then you have Sumner Housing. Right. Sumner, Tompkins, Marcy, it's all right there. Right. So it was just like, Tekashi 6ix9ine always been in the street, right? But never was part of a gang. There's many street kids that's never part of a gang, but then Tekashi 6ix9ine meets 9 Trey.
Right.
When we continue to say we have to repeat this huge success, then the gang starts becoming one, like Tekashi 6ix9ine then becomes part of 9 Trey, but never taking an oath or getting jumped or any of it. It's just, you know, you have money, we'll supply the gang, and we'll take it from there.
Still to come on this special episode, Tekashi tells all.
If you can kidnap me as my friend in the streets, what happens in prison, Lisa?
So do you get upset when you see people calling you a snitch?
It doesn't upset me. It confuses me. It really just confuses me to the point where it's like, what was I supposed to do? And what would you do?
Right.
Right? So you sit here and tell me that I'm supposed to take these 47 years. Remember, Lisa, if they don't kill me out in the street, what they were gonna do, what do you think happens in prison for the people who already kidnapped? If you can kidnap me as my friend in the street, what happens in prison, Lisa?
But they have associates that are on the street. They have people, there are plenty of people.
No, but I want you to answer.
What?
If they can kidnap me on the street,
Right.
what will happen behind a prison wall?
Anything.
So why would I
Anything could
take my
happen.
chances behind prison? I'd rather take my chances with the millions that I have, hiring security, and being with my family, and seeing my daughter graduate, and taking part and still having my life, than saying, yo, let me be this street like myth, like this facade, this complete fairy tale of a street code that doesn't exist, right? Let me follow this fairy tale to satisfy the million of fake gangsters, right, on the internet. Let me please you and do these 47 years while you guys forget about me in the next year.
Do you think they're just jealous? Do you think it's just jealousy?
Lisa, I don't know what
Hypocrisy?
it is. Hypocrisy is a wonderful word. Whoever created that word is genius. Right? Genius.
It was survival, you're saying.
Yeah, like, I watch Street Soldiers, right? And I'm like, I watch Street Soldiers and I'm just thinking about it, and I've seen like people go on there and give their opinion. This guy wouldn't have a career anymore. This guy's not gonna have a career.
Well, we also had a lawyer that came on and said, Philip Hamilton, who said, he goes, there's many people that are cooperating witnesses as part of their deals, and people never hear about it, and do exactly the same thing, but not in as public a way.
Exactly. I came home to sell over 1 million records. 2 million records.
Congratulations.
It's always an excuse with the public. He's not gonna have a career anymore. Comes home to be the biggest artist in the world. It's an excuse. Oh, people just are hype. They just believe in the hype. He's not gonna get a #1 though. He goes #1. Another excuse. Oh, it's because of Nicki Minaj. Wait till house arrest is over. He's not gonna be able to go outside. Goes outside. Another excuse. Yeah, but he's with security. You can never you can't win with the public. You just have to be yourself, and people hate that I'm myself, and I'm comfortable in my own skin to say, you know what, yes, I did cooperate. And I'm proud that I cooperated because you would do the same. People don't want to accept that. People just say, why do you have the courage to say that? We wouldn't have the courage to say that. We wouldn't even be proud of doing that. Well, guess what, Lisa? I'm happy and I accept what I've done. When you saw me on the stand, yeah, I was skinny and all that, but I had a smile. It was still me.
Right, you didn't look afraid.
Hey,
even though you were there like by yourself.
Yes, and I felt alone.
No, you look very much alone.
I can't live my life saying, I made a horrible decision. Because I feel like I did the right thing, and I know I did the right thing.
Well, some people would say you helped put dangerous people off the streets.
You can't convince me to feel like I did wrong.